use her ability. Playing a card, you just use her ability to discard.
So a turn one flip, pretty much, if you get a remarkable in your hand.
In fact, that's the strategy that Pancake was using for the 10-card Discord. And he beat me. He's the only one who beat me.
Orange one where you put your pot into.
But yeah, you're getting what I'm like. I mean, that's like remarkable, exhaust, discard, then activate Luna. Oh yeah, I hope you didn't like that starting hand too much because half of it's going bye-bye.
Yeah, you guys are live on Titan's YouTube.
All right.
There we go. So,
Well, introduce yourselves.
I'm Twilight.
No, real name is Brandon.
Just say it.
Data, Rail or Shy. We're
Daniel,
playing
please shut the door.
yellow versus purple, doing monocolor, uncommon, common, and fixed cards.
And I am TJ, watching at the side. We should probably explain to everybody what this game is first before we start, shouldn't we?
It's a game where you decimate your opponent mercilessly.
Oh god, take it seriously.
I am just being a little silly.
Oh, it's in the title, My Little Pony.
This is My Little Pony collectible card game. It's a really fun game. Don't let the don't let the stigma of My Little Pony turn you away from it. It's a real fun game. It's got some great mechanics, and we're here today to teach everybody how to play the game. We wanted to tell you a couple things before we get started. First off, I guess I'll let onto the right of your screen here. This is Data. He is playing a purple deck today. Purple is a more control type deck. And on the left here is Railer, and he's playing a yellow deck today. It's
more of a swarm strategy.
Yes, a swarm strategy deck.
That's kind of what I went for.
So you're in good hands. We'll teach you the game here today. We'll teach you some of the cards. We'll teach you how to get into it. It's a fun game. It's relatively less expensive compared to some of the bigger trading card games out there, and it's a fun community. We play here at Titan in Peoria about every couple weeks, and that may be increasing soon as well.
Usually every week, sometimes off.
Yeah. So we will get the game started. Data here has demoed the game many times at conventions, and we'll let him kind of take over the process, explain the different card types, how the game mechanics work and all that, and we'll let him go from there.
And to make it a little bit easier so we don't bore everyone who starts watching the video, we'll just explain as we go.
So how do you start the game?
Well, to start off, we're going to go and figure out who goes first. I've got these fun rock, paper, scissors dice.
You can use any method to...
Some people actually do rock, paper, scissors. Paper, I win. Some people just roll a d20, d6. I've seen people flip cards to figure out who has the highest card on top of their deck.
Yeah.
So I get these
or cut their deck in half, and whoever has the higher power.
Yep. We start off by drawing 6 cards. And then at the beginning of the turn, you have the option of what's called mulligan. You can choose to discard your hand and start again.
You only get that option once.
Yep.
Now, I see behind your hands here, Data, there is a card on your playing mat already. Can you explain to us what that is?
I feel like I'm being interviewed.
I am a reporter.
At this home of each player, we start off with what's called main character. Mine here is Princess Twilight Sparkle, Ambassador of Friendship. Her flip requirement, because main characters have 2 sides, her flip requirement is I have to somehow put a card from my hand or in other form on top of my deck. When that happens, she flips over. She becomes a 3-power. She can have more friends here at home because there's a certain number that you can keep at home. And she also has 2 abilities, which we'll get into later.
Now, you defined a home area, so there's different playing areas.
Here's the home. Then you also have your problem, your opponent's problem, and then there are some various other areas, but explaining how each of those works just gets annoying.
So
It's kind of like a rough area. or
Yeah,
whatever.
usually you just play in this area, and if you're playing something out, like an event or something, just plop it out in the middle, and so everyone can see what it is. That's pretty much how it works.
So you also mentioned the area with problems, as we see here, the 2 problem areas. Can you explain what the problems are?
Problems. Well, I was going to get to that when we got to that. But mainly, these are the main ways that you score points, is by confronting these problems. Every single time you confront a problem, you can continue to rack up points for that. If both players were to confront one of these problems, then we would fight over the bonus point. If you confront both, well, then you fight over whichever is the highest.
Okay. Now, and then finally, before we get started, you also mentioned power. Tell us what power is.
Up here in the
Upper right.
upper right corner here, we got a number. The Twilight, when she's flipped, is a 3. So that's how much power she contributes. And there's also colors associated with it, but we won't get too much into that because we're playing monocolor.
Maybe
So I'm just going to grab a random card here, and on some of these cards they'll have a number right below the cost. That number is how much power you have to have in play total on your entire play field in order to be able to play that card.
As you see here, there's... Oh, now it's clear. So you have your power in the upper right corner here. On the left side, in the white circle, is the number of tokens it costs to play that card, and right below it is the power requirement you need to have on the board before you can play it. We'll get to tokens as we get the game going. Just to help you guys out watching the stream a little bit, we have the spin down die here. We'll use that to represent the score on the screen so you can see it clearly. The goals of the game is to be the first person to get 15 points. You're first to 15, or if your opponent concedes because they find it hopeless to win the game, that's how you win the game, first to 15. So we'll use the spin down die here to tell you what the score is. Railers will be the white die, and datas will be the green die. And I will be in charge of that as we get the game going. So we're at the first turn. There are 4 phases in your turn right now. Data is in the ready phase. In the ready, yeah.
Technically, I'm before ready phase. I still haven't decided if I want to keep this.
Okay.
Right now, I have these cards, I think, which are very effective. They're not the best cards in the deck. This one's pretty nice. It's not what I wanted to start with, but it's something that yes, I think I will keep it. So yes, I will move on and start my turn unless you are going to mulligan. Are you keeping?
I'll be fine.
Are you keeping? All right. So ready phase, I will be gaining 2 tokens, and at the start of my turn, I would also draw a card, except I am the first player going first, so that skips.
I believe that's a magic rule
Yeah,
as well.
those that play Magic will know that rule.
And
Really
since
well.
I go first, I get these extra tokens. That's how that works. I'm going to use these 2 tokens to move my Twilight up to my problem. Normally, movement costs 2 tokens. So
When you say move, what defines a move?
between areas.
Okay.
All right, so I will then pass turn.
Right here, start my turn. I'll take my 2 tokens, draw my card, and I got nothing I can really play.
So actually, before you move on, there's actually another part of the ready phase that we'll get to at some point when they get some cards out on the field. There's also a phase after ready phase. It's called troublemaker phase. We don't have anything yet to kind of show you what the troublemaker phase does. So that phase is already over. So now we're in the main phase. Main phase is where you move your cards, you play some cards.
With some exceptions.
With some exceptions, yes.
anything
That's why I didn't
anything on
want
the
to get
cards that read main phase.
And that's kind of why I wanted to get into it as we get playing, because describing all this to start gets confusing, because
All right.
some things usually work this way, but sometimes they work this way.
All right. All right, so play out your turn.
All right, so you're passing?
Yep.
All right, so I'll gain 2. Before I draw a card, this is at the start of my turn, you get your tokens, cards ready, and then a priority window opens, which is start of turn. My problem here allows me to peek at the top 2 cards of my deck at the start of my turn before I draw a card. So I'll take the top 2 cards of my deck, plop one, or plop them both on top. When I put those cards on top, I can then flip my main over, so she's now 3.
With her flip
I will
requirement
continue
being
with
met.
my ready phase and draw a card. And I have 2 tokens. I think I'm going to be mean. Maybe. Yes, I think I'll be mean. I'll play out a Troublemaker at your problem. Troublemaker's interplay face down.
Speak up a little.
And I'm also... Yeah, sure. I'm also going to play an Owlicious to home. Owlicious Astute Avian. Alright, so I will then pass turn.
Alright. And then start my turn. Still at 2 tokens since no one has scored yet. Need to get 2 points to increase that.
I can't talk louder without hurting myself.
2 tokens and card. And now I'm about to demonstrate an event as well.
Events!
First off, this card here I'm playing out is the Eagle. It costs 3 and have 1 yellow requirement. I have my 1 yellow requirement from my main. And now for the event, since I have 3 and 4 yellow on the field, Rise and Shine. I'm going to put 2 critter tokens into play. And these can go into play anywhere I want. That event has been done, goes into discard. And since I have 1, 2, 3, I actually meet Fluttershy's flip requirement, which would usually cost 1 token for every. It's like wait.
If it costs 3 minus 1 per critter in play. So you have 3 critters in play, it makes her free to flip. Yes.
And then going on now to score phase, confront step.
5 power versus the 5, so you confront, bringing you up to 1 point. We're just going to move this around a little bit so he has room. There you go.
So as you see down here with the spin down die, Railer has taken a 1-0 lead.
Rock on.
Remember, it's first to 15.
Alright, so my turn. I will gain 2 tokens. Start of turn, I'll peek at the top 2 and put those back on top. She has an ability here. When I could put a card on top of my deck, if I have a friend at home, I can then exhaust this card in order to gain a token. So that I will do, gaining me additional token. I'll move on to draw this card. That is the end of ready phase. Move on to Troublemaker phase. This Troublemaker now flips face up. Our Mopsy, 5 power Troublemaker with 0 bonus points.
And Trollmakers can be uncovered there.
I am now going to be playing a friend, a rather evil friend. Trixie, center stage. She costs 3 tokens to play, and I will move your Eagle home.
I wish you had not done that yet.
She is also showy, so for him to move Eagle back up, yes, it's Eagle, will cost him 3 tokens. Since he's only getting 2 next turn, that means he can't do it. It's an evil. So, I am then going to pass turn.
Okay.
2 and
Didn't know how even this was going to be, but take
a
my
card.
2 tokens and a card.
Yep. Game on. I know. You'll see one eventually.
I doubt that. I don't know. I'm not,
And
not confident of that.
I'll go ahead and give it a shot on
Oh,
Troublemaker.
so he is going to do a face-off here. He has 2 versus the 5, so he's down by 3. During the face-off, each player will then flip a card from the top of your deck. I flip a 5. So Air Mousy is now at 10. He has 3, 4, and 5 total.
Critter Cavalry.
Critter Cavalry boosts his flip by an additional 5, bringing it to 10 to 10, and is now tied. So we flip an additional card.
Oh, wait. So, before we move on to that, we did say earlier that main event is when you can play your cards, but certain cards like this one, if you can read, has a bold text face-off reaction. So we're in the face-off. This is when he can play that card outside of the main phase. So he's able to play that.
So we're now tied. So flip again. Flip another 5. Wow, okay. So you are now down by 2.
He wants
And I actually didn't have the card I thought I had.
Oops.
Oh, wait, actually, yes, I do.
Oh, another 5. So now you are ahead by 2. And I have no tokens for a reaction. So, you then win the face-off. This troublemaker goes away.
And hopefully I didn't burn all that out too quick.
Alright, those 2 cards go to the bottom. You have no tokens for anything else.
Now, as a note, if he had lost that troublemaker face-off, he would have had to send one of these characters back to his home as a condition of losing the troublemaker face-off. But he won, so they get to stay here.
Even the blasted 5 flips took away my idea for the turn. But since I have no more tokens, I can't do anything else, and I have 0 no-cost cards in my hand, so pass turn.
Alright, so I will be gaining 2 tokens and ready, using problem to peek at the top 2. Putting that on top, and exhaust to give myself a token and draw.
Due to her ability.
Yep.
So when he has a friend at home and puts a card on top of his deck, he then exhausts his bane to gain another token.
I want to play out a Rainbow Dash discorded for 3.
What does that do?
At the start of a score phase, I can move her home if I wish.
So in other words, dodge a face-off.
Yes. I have 7 power there, so I will move to confront your problem for 1.
Okay.
Now data is on the board.
Alright. 2 cards and token. Not really a whole heck of a lot I can do with that. And, being sure here, she can override Shoei, correct?
Yeah, that's a main phase. Moving is main phase. Special ability.
That would also force a face-off too, but I'm not really too keen on doing that just yet. So, I am actually just going to bank my tokens and pass turn.
Okay.
So that turn I chose to pretty much do virtually nothing but just take my 2 tokens.
I will take 2, and using this ability, peek at the top 2. Awesome. Put that on top. Exhaust to give myself a token and draw. I'm going to be playing out Princess Twilight Sparkle cover to cover for 2, and exhaust that to give myself a token. Purple is very complicated. Trying to explain everything gets hard.
Purple is one of the more difficult colors in the game, but it is effective.
And yellow is a little bit more the easier side of things. So kind of playing the whole easiest, or not easiest, but easier versus one of the more difficult colors.
Yes, Fluttershy is so easy.
I'm not going to comment.
I wasn't even going to go there.
Not the worst thing I've seen today.
I'm going to play out a dilemma for 1 token. I am playing out Nightmare Scenario. This becomes its own problem area when it enters play. And this also has an additional ability. When this card enters play, I can play a Troublemaker from my hand into play face up. So that I am going to play out a Rover over at his problem face up.
So we should explain too, dilemmas are resource cards, another type of card in the game, but once they enter play in the field, they become a problem. And in another place where you can confront.
So check that myself.
So this one is 10 for him to confront and 6 for me. I will bank this, confront that for 1, pass turn to you. So I'm out to 2.
So he has gotten his second point. That also triggers a change in the game where instead of getting 2 tokens at the start, you now get 3 tokens because he has 2 points. It doesn't matter who has the 2 points. The number of tokens you get at the start of a turn is dependent on who has the higher score.
And the levels are 0 goes up to 2, 3 goes up to 3, 6 goes up to 4, and then 11 goes up to 5. And those you don't have to memorize when you buy a starter deck. They come with these cards.
How do I want to play this?
Carefully.
Obviously. Well, I don't have any extra arsenal in my hand right now, so I'll choose not to confront that. However, it's about to get a little bit more crowded here. I will be playing a dilemma of my own.
Okay.
It's the Industrial Revolution, and when I confront it, I can put a one critter token, one yellow power critter token into play at each problem.
Nice.
Such. Say I'll pay one owl on it. And then due to Fluttershy's ability, pay one.
Nice.
Swing that on up there.
Tell us about Owl's ability, since you played it out.
See, each of my other characters here, and a main is a character, not a friend. There is a difference. Each of my other characters at a problem with this card get +1. So, actually, she by herself now can confront it. Because she gets +1 from the owl, and since she is a caretaker, which means when she's with another critter, she gets +1. So she is now 5 power right here. And
It's one of the more powerful yellow mains.
ran at Gen Con 2015, and of course I didn't have the strongest effects back then, so I pretty much got my butt smoked.
That is another thing we'll keep mentioning. That we'll mention Gen Con a few times, but they have the national championship for this game at Gen Con each year, and it's a fun event. It's great to meet people in the community that way. It's really easy to get qualified for the national championships.
And my last card I will be playing out here is Fast Food. This is a resource I played in my home, and each of my critters get +1. So each of these tokens are +1, +1, and +1. So I'll go ahead to confront.
Yep. Moves you up to 2 points. All right.
And each problem gets a critter token. This is where Critter Swarm is starting to look like a thing.
So we have a 2-2 game right now.
Yep. Not looking good for me right now. All right. So getting 3 tokens. Ready on my cards.
The game is young, and this isn't a super competitive deck or match, anyways. Maybe later on we can demonstrate a little bit more fun decks.
Yes, this will not be the last time we will live stream these. And if you would like to join us, we can help get you set up with cards. We can give you some cards to get you going. It's like we said earlier, it's not very expensive to get into this game.
Mare.
Yep.
What does she do?
When I put a card on top of my deck, she gets +1.
That Discord event would be really nice with her.
I'll pay 1 to draw.
That's the other thing, you can pay 1 token at any time during your main phase to draw an extra card. Magic, I believe, is just only buy cards, you can draw more cards, which I think are usually blue if my memory serves me correctly.
I want to bank these tokens. Move on to confront this my problem or your problem over there. For 1, bring me up to 3. Pass turn.
Right. And since we're still in that 2 to 5 range, still only getting 3 tokens. Drawing a card. And Why not? I'll give Rover a shot here.
Okay, because you are starting a face-off at this problem, I'm gaining 1 token because they're prepared. All right, so you are up. I have 4, you have 2, 4, and 6. You are up by 2. I am flipping a 4, you flip a 4, so we are tied. I want to go ahead and play a reaction through the ages. Each of these.
No,
has
I
-1.
attend to your 8. 4, 4, 6, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You are winning by 2.
Yeah, that's what he said.
So I play through the ages, bringing you down by 3 power. So I'm ahead by 1.
And this is an immediate ability I can fire.
Okay.
It's immediate move up to 3 of my critters from home to a problem, but I only have 1.
All right.
So play that up to turn the tide back in my favor. Be back
but
up by
Again,
2.
you're
1.
up by 2.
Up by 1 because he's only 2 because of your.
No, he was not involved. He was not involved
But
at the time that modifier became.
You sure about that?
Yeah, he did that, putting him up, and then I played Special Connection,
Right.
and then swung that up. So that effect had already been done.
But he's
done
technically
expired.
still in the face-off.
That would be something for clarification because I'm not sure if that's a continuous or if it's you apply it to those characters.
I'd like to congratulate Data for making a difficult situation on our first live stream.
And you thought common uncommon mono was going to be easy to explain.
Let me at least get a picture of the field before we.
Yep.
From what my understanding would be, the eagle is involved in the face-off, so it would be a -1. Then
Those 2 in your shot there for you.
Thinking fast food here will counteract it.
Yeah.
All right. So pull this back.
Damn glare.
All right. So in the interim, though, I'm going to rule that you take that, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that in there. There you go.
That is
So
used.
you do win that then.
This is
so
my flip.
Rover goes away.
Now, would you activate your punt on that, since the eagle is involved in the face-off?
That is true.
I wasn't going to mention it. It's an optional trigger. He didn't have to do that.
But it is for demonstration, and Eagle has a pumped ability. It's like, after a face-off involving this card, you may banish a card that you flip to beneath this card. And the reaction is, when I start any phase, I may spend a card from underneath to move it back, to move it.
And what I was just mentioning there, I wouldn't have mentioned it. In a competitive setting, you really don't want to let your opponent know that they are making some mistake, that they're skipping something that they really should do, but they don't have to. So just let them make their mistakes.
We in the game, too, also understand that there are a lot of things to take in. So the best way to deal with that is by just playing the game.
Yep. So,
And I cannot do anything else with that extra token,
Yeah.
so
I would imagine Magic is difficult for first-time players, too.
a little bit.
It
right.
was for me.
so I'm guessing you're confronting your dilemma there first.
Confronting that. And you can choose the order in which you confront. I am at a confront step. And I'm choosing to confront this first so I can put another critter into play at each problem.
Moves you up to 3.
And confronting there.
All right, moves you up to 4.
I almost made it in the top 8 there.
And since you are confronting more than one problem, a multi-problem face-off then occurs.
I'm almost triple confronting.
Almost. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 power. My goodness. I'm not even going to bother counting my side.
This is what Critter Swarm is meant to do.
I'm not even going to bother counting my side. There's no way I can get that much. I even flip a 0. Wow.
And I flipped My LIttle Pony, so you don't have to worry about that.
If only I hadn't. Oh.
You win points from a bonus face-off or a problem face-off.
The highest of the bonus.
Yeah, it's the highest bonus number. So in this case, they're all 1, so he would get 1 additional point for that. He is now at 5 points. It is a 5-3 game.
And
Columns now are reset.
And too bad I didn't have the certain Fluttershy in, because now I gotta pretty much get rid of all these.
So he has to deal with a home limit. The home limit is what, 4?
Yep. he
Yeah,
has
4.
I have a 5.
So that means he can't have more than 4 friends. Still getting used to the hand on the screen.
Yeah.
4 friends in his home when
It does not
his
count
turn
stats.
ends.
Does not count as me.
Neither do resources.
It does not count mains or resources.
And that was
This-
my other fast food I got.
This only triggers at the end of your turn.
So
if
I had more, I would not be dismissing right now because it's still his turn.
And since we're going into the end phase, it is technically the start of a phase, so I'll spin a card from Eagle and then move it up.
Yep.
And honestly, the owl will stay, as well as 3 more, and all these critter tokens go bye-bye.
All right.
There are certain cards that will allow me that critters will not conflict with a home limit.
about that move, but we'll
No, it's legal. It's
okay.
legal.
It's an end phase.
So I'm gaining 3 tokens this turn, and a card after I ready these. And again, I have 1, 2, and 3 friends that have meticulous. So I can take this card and put it back on top. I'm going to repeat that 3 times, which boosts my Mayor here up by 3 power. Then I will draw this card. Exhaust my Twy here, bring me 1 additional token, and this Twy here. And
So
I did that in the wrong order, but that's what I was doing. And
Looking
1,
back at this
2,
now, I
3,
probably shouldn't have
4.
moved Eagle up. Then again,
I'm going to pay 2 to move Trixie up.
and she's only whenever she comes into play, you move a friend, correct?
Sorry.
It's like,
Oh yeah, only when that's your question. Yes, paying 2 to move Mayor up, and that is enough to confront that one. I will pay 2 to move Dashy over to my problem.
that's what I was even thinking. Like, why are
Yeah.
you not doubling here? It's so easy.
Yep. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yes. All right. So I'm also going to be playing out Princess Twilight Sparkle cover to cover, exhausting it to get myself a token. All right. So.
This is hopeless for me.
1, 2, 3, 4. That would get me up to 3, 4, 5, 6. So you would be getting 4 tokens next turn.
You'd be at 7 if you after the
Yeah.
face off.
I don't want to make it easy on you. I'm going to play Ponyville Emergency and move your Eagle home.
Blast you.
I will move to double confront, scoring 2 points, bring me up to 5, and then flip, where I obviously win that one, bring me up to 6.
When this card is flipped,
7.
put a 1 token put it into play.
Yep. However, I win, so I am now up to 7. That was a pretty big jump.
Oh my god.
Mayor will lose her power at the end of turn. These all come
And-
home.
Free critter token for me.
Halfway across Equestria flips for me.
Mob mentality. More characters here than opponent. They flip 1 fewer cards. That would have been nice to have when I did that double.
I have a home limit of 5. I'm going to have to retire. I'm going to drop my owl. All right.
Alright.
No, I know how that works yet.
Alright, start of my turn. I have 1 token banked. I get 4 more, bringing me up to a total of 5.
I know how it works.
Draw my card. Then I'll pay 1 for Rise and Shine, allowing me to put 2 critter tokens into play. That is spent. Then I'll pay 1 more for Flourish's ability to swing her on up. And I'll be a little bit shy doing it.
You're gonna be a little Fluttershy.
Her.
I wasn't gonna make that, but let's let you take charge of that.
That would have been a little bit different, but considering you had nothing banked and you'd have one heck of a time trying to even double. So, for the heck of it here, I will play 2 for Furball, and when it comes into play, I put a token into play. And I will have nothing else with my 1.
So you have 2, 4, 6, 8.
8, and I need 4 yellow and 2 innies, so that's 6 to confront, so that'll score me 1 point.
Bring it up to 6. All right. Gaining 4 tokens this turn. Ready all my cards.
And in the turn, I gotta do that.
Using Meticulous to take a peek at the top one. And let's see if I used 1, 2, 3, she'd become a 4. And then it'd be. I'm double checking if I want this card or not. 5, 6. I'll keep it. I'll use Meticulous 3 times to boost Mayor up by 3. Then draw this card. Oh, and token for that. And then using 2 covered covers, getting 2 extra. 2 to move Mayor up. 2 to move Dashy. That's 8 to the 6. So I am also confronting. We are tied. I will then move on to confront. Point.
So
We are tied 8 to 8. Before the face-off, I will be playing Scope Things Out to draw 4 cards and then put 3 cards on top of my deck.
maybe this wasn't the best deck to face against that.
Did you want to play the blue one, considering what we've seen it do?
It's Jacob. He makes decks as evil as possible.
I would like to also point out that the 2 people that you're watching here are 2 of the top 16 players in the entire country. So,
Last year.
Yes.
get out.
All right. There we go. So putting 3 cards on top boosts me by 3. I flip a 4, so I'm plus 2 to that.
I needed that.
All right. Scoring me 2 points, bringing me up to 10.
Exciting battle between 2 of the top players, 16 top players in the country.
All right. I am within my home limit. I have 2 tokens banked. Pass turn to you. And the same one popped up. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Nice. Confront it again, please. Please.
Much as I would like to, but
So how much power does he have here currently?
He has 4.
Thing is, I'm one token shy of doing what I wanted to do.
Double.
Actually, I think I can do it.
Yeah, there's always a lag when you're doing the stream.
It's neat though.
Oh, yeah.
2 for Furball, and when it comes into play, put a token into play over here.
Okay.
And I am still going to be short of it.
I'm not saying anything.
Because about all I can do is for that, and... Actually...
I was wondering when you would see that. Okay.
I was asking about just cards from my hand.
I keep
here.
telling him, shut up, shut up.
So yeah,
Not
I can't...
what I was gonna do actually.
So yeah, I actually can do a double here.
Yep.
Alright.
So it scores you 2, bringing you up to 8. So you win that one. Bringing
So
you up
now-
2 more, bringing you up to 10. So we're
Oh yeah,
tied.
when I confront, I put 1 into play, but
Yeah.
it still is a trigger, and you still have to do it.
Yeah, well,
Just like that trigger.
Trigger. So I can keep you from pumping that anyway.
That was an optional trigger.
So is eagle pumping. Anyway, so then
I'll just
all
say you
characters
two
will
are
move
even.
back. Oh, awesome! I get that one again. I get another 2. I'm liking this.
Well, you
Ain't no for twos.
Alright.
And you have a bit of a home limit.
Now, with lead play, I would...
Oh, and the move that
Fear
he's
it.
doing there is this friend here has persistent, which means that if it would leave play, he can frighten it instead. When it becomes frightened, he can put another critter token into play.
just wanna
So what
make
he
sure-
did was instead of retiring
Let's go
home
get it.
limit, he frightens it.
There's a live
Put a
chat?
free critter into play.
Still gonna have to
Yeah.
retire it.
did put tap that pony.
Yep.
Alright. And I got
There's
my
certain
4
segments of
here I'm
the
gonna
fandom that's
keep,
not a
so
good
then...
thing to say.
Oh, he knows what's up.
Wants to ride that horse.
Woo! All right, so gaining 4 tokens this turn and draw.
Just want to make sure the chat was
Before I
working.
draw.
Okay.
There
I
is,
then
has actually
also
been
have
someone watching you
Meticulous I
guys.
can use.
So, I don't know.
Besides Dan.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the whole time someone's been watching.
Does the video post to YouTube after?
I believe so, yeah.
believe it does.
Okay. So I know Facebook Live does.
Are these
that.
counters your guys'?
No.
I don't recognize them.
I've
no.
never seen those before.
That one's gonna look like Stevens.
Board game piece.
No.
I'm going to put this one on bottom, then use the second meticulous. Get that one, put that one on top, exhaust myself to give myself a token, and draw. Moving on to main phase to exhaust those 2 for 2 more. Play out a Cutie Mark Vault for a token.
Since I got a feeling I know where this is gonna wind up going,
And I got this one out way too late.
I should also reiterate that yellow is also one of the weaker colors in the game right now.
2 to move dash up.
Hopefully with a new set coming, that should change things a little bit. It's strong against particular other players who don't, make the most annoying decks possible.
I'll pay 2 to move Trixie up. There we go. Oh, why not? I'm also going to play out a Nightmare Scenario to play out a Spike Troublemaker.
Really?
Pay 1 to draw. Oh, yes, really. I will confront your problem there for 1. Bring me up to 11. You are getting 5 tokens on your next turn.
Where the hell is the 11 on this?
It's
The other side of the...
Oh.
yeah.
That's odd.
It's a roll down.
It's divided into 2
Okay.
hemispheres. In fact, with most dice, for any one position on the exact
I know how that.
opposite-
I know how that works.
Yeah, that's similar to how the hemispheres work. So the 20 is on opposite of the 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do this. 3 for animal allies over here. And its power is equal to the number of friends I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And with fast food, it's actually at 8.
Yep. Here, I got it. There we go. 8. Nice.
1, swing Fluttershy on up.
All right.
And then 1 to annoy you. Ban
That is annoying.
dismiss a resource. I've been holding on to one of those for the longest time. I'm like,
You would build common uncommon with resource hate. You would.
you build uncommon to do this to me.
Oh, just you wait. You didn't declare you're confronting. Are you moving to score phase?
Yes, I am.
Because I have a reaction to move animal allies home.
I don't know if we've clarified this yet, but he's able to play that out of turn because it is an immediate.
I played immediate earlier.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify.
So I am getting 5 tokens my turn. Ready these.
I had to retire 1 friend because evil Big Pants over there.
Putting this on top of my deck 3 times to give me +3 for mayor, then draw.
Just go ahead and win.
I just wouldn't.
Just go ahead and win the darn game.
I wouldn't say he's big pants, considering how much he eats.
Nobody's got big pants in this game. Considering that you can take the simplest of formats and turn it into the most evil thing ever.
That's why.
Me, I didn't have.
That's why he finished top 16 last year, as did you. And I'd like to clarify in case the
Troublemaker
comment was
too, that
heard
problem.
earlier. Yeah, even though, like, oh, last year, just you're still top
You want to
16.
The new rankings haven't even been done yet.
The next season. Okay, I'll use this as an example. When the next season of professional football starts, the Patriots are still the Super Bowl champs. That's not taken away. So until the next Continental start, you two are still top 16. Does that make sense?
Yeah, regardless of what he says.
We have an eclectic set of characters in our group. You'll enjoy it.
One that knows almost everything about the game. One really competitive one.
You know what?
Let's see, one that doesn't.
All right,
really-
just
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm going to pay 2 to move Mayor over to my dilemma. 2 Star Soul Researches to the top of my deck, boosting her to +2. And I will then double confront.
It's
move
over.
her home. Yep, and that's game.
so he has hit 15. He has won the game.
Like he always does in these formats.
So,
Originally, I played out Rover because I had Star Soul Research, but then I paid to draw, and then I drew a second one. So that's what gave me that game.
So post-match thoughts that that people should know about the game.
Never face this guy if at all possible.
Yes, I am evil. I admit.
Not that.
Then again, I wonder what that deck would even do against my Gen Con deck. It'd probably get murdered.
I mean,
Well,
you
this
two.
one wouldn't do well against it.
You two
this
have
other
brought
combo
your
that I made.
you two have brought your other decks today too, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Do a little bit more of an advanced game. This is just to demonstrate the abilities and such. It would have been nice if I kept able to get like one more token at times, and I could have done some stuff, but
So we'll play another match to demonstrate the some of the more advanced mechanics.
I don't think I brought my blue farmer with me.
Do you have your orange?
Actually, I will take part because I need a warm-up match.
Yeah, well, I'll let you have my spot.
All right.
Time to see Clearing Gloomy Skies flip up.
And I will use my own stuff so you can put your tokens away.
Scoot them over next to the bag there.
And as a final thought, yes, I'm aggravated. I almost feel cheated out because of damn control, but
I might have to rearrange my deck a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4.
where did I put
7,
my
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
And later on, though, too, whenever TJ, you're doing your match against
32, 33, 34,
I'll call him
35,
Big Wild.
36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Okay, so. No, I'm actually missing 6, but I do have that written down. I just got to figure out which ones they are. Was it
And
T-Rex?
also make it clear, this was not a card ever in play. That was my scorecard cover.
Right. We know that.
Let anyone watching know.
Oh, okay. I know which 2 I need to put in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright.
And I'm gonna lay these out too.
Trading tradition. Okay, remind me to put trading traditions and Tirek and Stir.
Do you want to give say a little something about our tokens?
You go ahead.
See, on one of our trips, we were going to a regional in Green Bay, and we decided, we need a mascot. And so for about a good half-hour discussion or so, we were talking like, what should he or she look like and everything. We finally settled on this one here called Score Phase. This is our actual form, the Earth Pony form, but we also had ordered, because TJ, or Pirate Dash here, drew the 6 different characteristics of these tokens. That's when I was using the critters here. The deck I'm about to play uses Pegasus tokens. She has cardboard wings put on, a strap-on horn for a unicorn, AC/DC shirt for a rock, and Sparkly for a figment. Anyway, this is just something that we kind of had in our little group here. Just wanted to show that off.
Is that a common uncommon for you, or is that just both full out?
Full out.
Okay.
Balls to the wall.
Did you build a common uncommon?
No.
Oh,
I
you
told
did?
you already I didn't.
I thought you said you were building something other than pink.
I didn't have time. I had some art to do last night.
I didn't really have time recently to get anything built. I mean, what I built, I pretty much took away from my yellow deck I had before and just took the rares out and threw some commons in.
Someday I will.
Because Thursday I worked, I'm a trucker, for anyone that may not know, but I ran all but 3 minutes of my 14-hour clock on Thursday, so I was tired then. And yesterday I wound up running pretty late, and then I played World of Warcraft, and I had raid from 11 p.m. till 2 a.m. this morning. So yeah, I pretty much kind of basically ran out of time to even try to build anything decent in this format.
Sure, say that all you want. I built 2 decks in the span of a half hour.
I also don't have the entire library memorized like you do.
Fair.
I'm gonna pile shuffle.
And besides, I don't know all about me in particular, pink and orange I think are probably the 2 I don't really know the most of. I know what they're capable of, just not used to run them. But this one I'm about to run is a blue-white. So yellow, I got somewhat of an idea how it runs. What's the other color? Purple. I had a mono purple deck that against certain decks, it was a really mean son of a gun. Particularly, I remember Frank. I think he was about ready to rip my throat out at that match.
Oopsie. To 14.
Where is it? No.
20.
I would rather have the last roll.
17.
See,
yeah,
I would
you were
rather
first
have
there.
had the last roll. None of us are running second chance anyway. Not like Daniel, who seems to be in a love affair with that problem. It's like no matter what.
Well, considering you're both using a dual color Scoots, running second chance would really, really slow you down.
No, I just meant like in Daniel in general. So no matter what deck he runs, second chance is always his starting problem.
Yep.
And that's kind of part of his problem, so to say.
The fun bit about what they're doing right here, they're both running the same problem. They're playing, I can't get my thumb to bend. What they're playing here is trading traditions. So when it enters play at the start of turn, then they can choose a second color for their main, and they will have that color until this problem is flipped.
Flips. Solved.
What's really interesting, though, is it's 5 for the card's owner to confront, but it's 4 for the opponent. So that makes it a little bit easy to get rid of.
Not unless your opponent
And-
snips and snails it away.
Yeah, in this situation right here, getting Scoots to flip is your main priority. So confronting your opponent's problem with 4 is a lot easier than confronting your own with 5.
I don't think so.
You don't like what you got? Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Oh,
I didn't have the way to get
oh,
it out.
oh, those are like the best cards to have.
Oh,
I knew
would've
would have
been
drawn that
nice.
one next. Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna keep-
this was next, and then that was next. So
Oh, that was pain.
I'm
That
gonna
was
keep
painful to
mine,
watch.
actually. I will do that. I
A
don't.
handful of the best cards possible, and you can't use them.
at least not.
Yeah.
Like if I would have known that rarity was there,
Oh,
then
yeah,
I would have
yeah,
been
yeah.
cheating. But
Yeah.
since I'll be naming white as my second color, I could have gotten her out on turn 2 and gotten pretty much all my color requirements done.
I'm gonna keep mine.
And on a side note, this deck here, it's like, aside from like 3 cards being brought out and 3 cards being put in, but for virtually the same power, it is a deck that won the Harmony format at Ponyville Cider Fest back in October. And I remember that final was blue-white on blue-white.
Yeah, well,
Or I should say white-blue, because I think he was using a Toppy main.
Okay, so he's used up his mulligan, and since I'm going first, I will take my 2 tokens. Do not draw. I will go ahead and bank. Passing my turn.
Take my 2, going second, I will draw, and holy son of a gun, I'll at least get Scoots up. Go.
okay.
I think I know what he just drew.
Looking at the screen is cheating.
He's not watching the screen. He's just glancing at it.
I'm gonna bank because I think you're up to something.
Whatever could I be up to?
He's moving his Scootaloo up turn 1 because he's concerned you might have Standstill in your hand, and that you would get some white going.
I am running blue-orange, so I do not have standstill in this deck.
Ah. Maybe it's just a habit for him.
2 for Dance Party. That's at least some entry white on the field, and that'll be my turn.
2. Draw. Okay.
Alright.
Check the comments.
I'll tell you right now, I have no standstills,
Nobody's-
so.
Okay.
How many?
Of course, I've been the only way I could have used it. And in case I don't get a chance to play it, standstill is an immediate reaction. Opponent moves a character, I play out a standstill, they have to move it back.
So I played Rainbow Dash back in black for 2. Night Glider, she's on it for 2. I have 5 at the problem when I need 4 to confront it. So I have confronted the problem, so I will score a point for that. And then because of her flip condition, when I confront, I can turn her over, and I will do just that. Now it's his turn.
Right. Now I'll take my 2 and a card.
After this, let's have yellow and orange here.
I
Dana brought one.
will quite possibly. Because it's 1:48 right now, so unless this gets done quick.
Yeah, let's see what I
So
can
I'll
do
leave it
here.
at 3. Because that's what
Nice.
the match is.
Still need to at least get that out. So now I have 2 blue and 2 white on the field. And 1 for the vote.
Using it for fear effect, I'm guessing.
And I will... I had an idea at first, like, to use it just to score a point, but since he was able to confront, I'm like, back in black will get feared, though. If it wasn't that, if it was like something else that was just 2 power, like maybe Trixie or whatever, then I may not have been too worried about it. Oh yeah, and whenever I play a song card, Dance Party's effect is another character there gets +2. Till end of turn, give that to
Okay.
Scoots. Then I will confront for 1.
Yep.
And flip her.
So 5. So we have a face-off.
Because both are still able to confront, yes.
5. I have. He frightened her.
8.
That takes 2 away from me. So I have 5.
I
The
have
plus-
8.
Yeah, he's got 8. I have flipped a 4 to his 3. That gives me 9 total. He has
11.
3, 5,
6.
8. Yep, 11.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So he takes the face off.
But, I mean, I may be going up here to 2 to 1, but now since anyone watching the last match,
What's your problem?
anyone in the last match saw that now that it's at 2, now he's going to be getting 3 tokens.
Yep. It's still anyone's game.
And do a Scoots effect, I will move 2 characters up, and when I do, I have to exhaust them. And that will be my turn.
Take 3 and draw.
And anyone not knowing, Back in Black is the one where if you win by 5, you can retire it for a point, correct?
Yes.
I want to completely take that out of the equation.
Okay, so I still have my trading traditions out.
So you still have...
So my main is still blue and orange at
Yes.
3 power.
Yes.
So that means I'm able to play something that we're going to see for the first time, a multicolored card.
In the stream, yes.
Yes. So I will be playing this.
Rainbow,
Whoops.
Rainbow Dash.
So I'll be playing this one because I have the 3 requirements on
Mr.
both
Mayor.
colors to do so. So I will play that to my problem for 1. In her effect, when this enters play, I may frighten or unfrighten a friend. I will frighten his white friend.
And I really do not like you right
No,
now.
that's a solid choice.
And then
What he just did was Railer there only had one white friend, so he took away his white requirement. So if he has any white cards in his hand, he cannot play them unless he can meet the requirements.
I will choose to bank my 2. And I will use the Scootaloo effect for me, so I'll exhaust and move her up here. And I will exhaust her and move her there.
Well, except,
Technically, she's not exhausted.
yeah, frightened friends cannot be exhausted, so it just moves up.
Okay. And that will conclude my turn.
Well, that was a little different than what I was expecting. I was expecting to go after the filly. Let's take my 2 and draw. Now, I think I will just confront for 1 and move
Okay.
to 3. And that'll be my turn.
Alright, so I will take 3 and draw. Unexhaust her.
Five tokens. This could get ugly.
I have conundrums that I am debating in this moment. Oh man, I have a tough choice ahead. Really tough choice ahead. But I think I can do this. So I have the power. So I will play Spitfire Wing Leader to his problem for 3. That allows me to put 3 Pegasus Friend tokens into play. I will place them all here. And then with that, I will choose to end my main phase. I will advance to score phase with my 2 tokens.
You know what's coming. Rutherford, he is a hasty friend, so he can be played anytime there is immediate, and when he comes into play, I may frighten a friend.
So while that did happen, I am still confronting here for a point, so I will take the point there.
So I at least slowed him down a little bit. Take my 3 and card.
And then I will use her effect.
Yeah.
Scootaloo's effect, I should say.
Scootaloo has that effect on ponies.
We would love to dive into fandom jokes on this stream, but we don't think anybody watching will get them, so. That reminds me, I never texted Amy and Andy back.
Oh.
I told them I might be up to see them today. That was not the case.
2, and I will rally my Dance Fever, giving me 2 white back on the field.
Before you do that, I will play him.
After, it would be
Yes.
a reaction.
I am really not liking him right now.
Sword goes both ways.
Especially when blue is involved. Starting to think he's starting to have a little bit more of a head up on me here because he's got a bunch of orange on the field. Now that I think about it, I should have frightened something else. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's probably. Let's see.
Yeah, that might have been more detrimental. Yeah.
I'll just
See what you're
confront
thinking.
up to 4 and bank my 2.
So I'll take 3, draw, unexhaust.
I think Mystery Mare is an uncommon, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And also, reason why you never would have seen Rutherford in the last game, because he is a rare. Not to mention we weren't playing blue.
The card I drew completely changed what I'm doing this turn.
Well, whether it be positive or negative, it is a change, and that is interesting. It is still his turn.
I will play Rainbow Dash One Winged Warrior here for 3.
Interesting.
Move to my score phase.
And I will say this, usually once he gets that on the field, it's almost game over.
Do you have a reaction? Because I see your 2 tokens there.
I do not.
Okay, so I will score 1 here. Then score 1 here.
I got
As we move to the face
4,
off.
5, 6.
2, 4, 6, 7. Why did I miss the 5? 10, 12, 18. Now, while she is listed as 3 power, it probably won't be clear on the stream. She has competitive 3. Competitive gives you an extra advantage in the face-off. So that means I've got 18 on the field right now to his.
I have 9 after the flip.
To clarify there, competitive 3 means since she's 3 power,
Oh,
competitive 3, that adds +3, so she is a 6 power during her face-off.
So I will take the extra point. That puts me to 5. I have. Everybody comes home.
And now I have a trigger.
His trigger will come to
Payback is a bitch, Mystery Mare. It's about the only viable one.
Oh.
But this problem is solved, banish a friend.
Oh. Alright, so I will use Scootaloo's effect.
That's your best defense against Dashy there.
It's about the only defense I have again. That and one particular card I could flip. That was also partially the reason I put that one card in there.
Oh,
I know
I'm
which
fine
one
with
we're
that.
talking about, yeah.
Alright, so I have to get within my home limits. Let me look what we got here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in your home now. I'm just
Obviously,
got my token set aside.
had 8 in the home limit.
Oh, you got 8?
Yeah. She did her job, so. And your turn.
Alright, since he's at 5, I'm still only getting 3 and draw and. Let's try this
I had
again.
my reasons as to why I did that.
I was wondering if I didn't make a little bit of a mistake on that. I think I am just going to. I'm just going to bank and.
Very interesting.
Okay.
Try that.
Alright, so I'll take my 3 tokens, draw, ready all my characters.
This will also probably a good demonstration as to how multicolors can confront.
Yes.
Oh.
There's also enough. I kind of wish you had attacked this one too on your turn to show off stubborn. Now, as you see, when characters are exhausted like this, they don't contribute their power to anything. You can still get things out on the board with it, but they don't contribute power to confronting or face-offs unless they have the stubborn tag on it. My problem here, Applejack's Worst Nightmare, says my characters here have stubborn. So even though both my characters were exhausted here, the 3 power Scootaloo Main and the 3 power Rainbow Dash, The requirements here are 2 orange plus 4 of anything else, and that could be orange as well. So I need 6 power, where at least 2 of the power is orange. This Rainbow Dash is 3 blue and orange, so there's my 2. Add on the 3 from Scootaloo, that gives me 6. So even though my characters are exhausted here, because of Stubborn, they still would have confronted. If he had focused on moving here to confront and gotten the 6 power over here, we would have had a face-off, even though my characters are exhausted. So that's how Stubborn works.
Another thing to note, here it doesn't make much of a difference, but when confronting a problem, a character can only apply one of their colors. So if
Correct.
he had
Yeah,
something
that's what I was getting
was
at
a little
about
bit
that.
different, he would, yeah.
And that's why One-Winged Warrior, like, meets the orange here. Got at least the 2 orange, so that was all good for a confront for him.
Okay, so I will now exhaust. I move to Troublemaker phase. I have my main phase now. I have enough power on the board to play Orchard Blossom, Delicate Flower for 3. Play it there. Now, that's all I can do. So as I move to my score phase, I know for sure he cannot frighten anything here, so I am confident that I will be getting the point.
Yeah, this card cannot be frightened. That's why I hate it.
So even though, yeah, I see the tokens there, but because I have a card that cannot be frightened, it's a defense against what he has. But this will eliminate that when he does his double. So I've got a point, move to 6, and I will move these 2 up here. And it is his turn. So because I have 6 points, he's getting 4 tokens at the start of the turn now.
Which I've taken. And now my card.
That's not what I would have done.
And
What,
ready,
thing or
ready.
something?
I would have moved it to the other one, so you have more powerful face-off. Milk it for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Now,
I see what you mean, though. But I am there are certain cards that I'm expecting to come out on this turn.
and whether or not I am going to give you the satisfaction of that or not, you have no tokens, so you can't mess with it.
I demand satisfaction.
Let's see.
Old Simpsons reference.
I'll go and do it.
Holy.
Just for the heck of it, I don't usually use it for this, but I'm going to play the vote to score a point.
Vote for Pip!
I rarely use it to score. Only once have I ever used it to say opponent can't play events that turn.
I mean, if it only cost you 1 of something to score, then you're doing pretty good in life.
Slow
Now we're going to start to see a little evil here.
Okay.
Played
So
out.
he was. So I'm assuming you were waiting to. So tell us what you played.
Played out here a rarity truly outrageous, or is dubbed as an acronym, RTO. And what happens is when I confront the problem, I can move it back home to score a point bonus, which here is only 1.
Now the reason why earlier in the game I had frightened his Dance Fever was because she has a 2 white requirement to play. I wanted to try to slow that down as much as I could, and I believe I've done so. Somewhat. So now he has a second one out.
And now,
Oh, dear.
this is where TJ is starting to throw a huge cussing fit in his head at me.
So,
Well,
white,
he's a little bit ahead of you, so we'll see what happens.
white, this is the first time you're seeing white today. White generates points outside of confronting problems and face-offs. That's one of the good things that it does.
And that's what the vote is able to do,
Right,
too.
right.
That's the white side of it. So I'll then confront there for 1, moving me up to 6, and then swing home for 1, up to 7, and up for 1 for 8, and
And we have... No, we don't.
you are not confronting.
That is correct. I will be. All right, so this is now my turn.
This right here,
This is gonna get
especially
hairy.
feasting off 2, and I even have a 3-pointer in here. This was pretty much the main power. The RTOs and Scootaloo's effects.
You can only
That
banish
was
one.
it was the only deck at Gen Con that ran that particular strategy, and once it got clicking, it was you'd have to pretty much banish or fear these things because even if they're feared, I can just pay 2 rally.
Still got back in black.
So yeah, couple of turns with a
There was
2-point problem bonus, and I was pretty much off to the races.
There was a card I drew that may change up what I do, but I.
No, I think you're good. I think you're
I have 2 options that I could play right now, and I think I'm going to. He has no tokens, so I do not have the fear of fright right now.
Fear of fear.
Fear of fear.
All we have to fear is fear itself.
I do
I don't know
have.
why I sound like Genghis Khan when I said that, but
Nobody knows what he sounds like.
or just that big old leadership
Okay.
voice.
Right now, I'm assessing my options for a face-off. He has no tokens, so what that's telling me is that he can't do much to counter what I've got currently. Right now, I would, in a face-off, I would have a huge lead. So what I'm doing right now is some math in my head as to what I should do in play. And quite honestly, what I can do, I think I can get away without playing a card or spending a token. But
So I know right now you can double. You don't even need to spend a damn
right,
thing.
I don't have to. Right now, for me, this is about points. I'm down by 2. I know I will get at least 2, and almost assuredly get 3 with the additional point for the face-off win. So talking this out, that means I will play a Rainbow Dash back in black here.
There you go.
And then I will bank my 2 and move to score phase. So I will confront here for a point. And I will confront here for a point. Brings me up to 8. We have a face-off.
I have 5. These 2 are exhausted, and
Okay.
with no stubborn, they can't contribute.
I have 10 on this side, 16. The competitive 3 puts me up to 19.
On 5.
So flip. That's the second time I flipped her this game.
That is a really good one for
It is.
aggro.
Alright, so I've won the face-off 23-9. So I will take the point for that. I have a couple triggers that will come into effect because of cards I have on the field. Back in black is one of them. When I win a problem face-off involving this card by at least 5, I may retire to score a point. I will do that. So that puts me up to 10. Now, to clarify, problem face-off can mean a single one here, or both. It's face-offs at a problem. It doesn't matter if it's 1 or 2 or
Well, face-offs at a
or
problem
one
because
problem,
of,
2. Yeah.
because of confronting.
So I also have another thing that kicks into effect with
This is what I have set up.
Orchard Blossom. When I win a problem face-off by at least 5, which I've done, an opponent discards a random card. So,
2, 3, 4, 5.
This-
so I don't pick. So you got it done. No,
Whichever.
I will use the big casino die.
All right.
Crap.
So we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lovely dice that we bought for a quarter at the local casino. 6. So he will eliminate that one. Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
Not what-
Oh, money there.
All right. So before we,
And this was the top 16 promo I am holding. Everyone got a participation one. And this is a really strong card, especially in a mono blue.
before we flip problems, he has a trigger of his own with unreasonable demands. When this problem is solved, you may banish a friend. What they mean by solved is you change the problem.
Face-off. Yeah, problem face-off was resolved. Yes.
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 So he will choose to banish a card. I don't know actually. Which one are you going to pick?
I think I know.
Isn't it obvious? Get that one-winged warrior out of here.
I thought. Yep.
Which?
Yep. Called it.
That's fine.
I will give that one-winged warrior the thumb.
All right, so we flip up new problems.
And this, when this problem enters play, I may move one of my friends from home up to it.
I have her effect still to go. I know I'm going to I know which two I'm going to move, which will put me in my home limit. I'm just trying to figure out which ones I want to do. And I think I have a general idea. Okay. So I've made the effect. I'm within my home limit of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Frightened friends are friends. They still count as friends. It's just a friend. It has nothing else. So that ends the turn. It is his move.
And to clarify, my home limit is 4, but I only resolve that at the end of my turn.
That
so
is
it's still
correct.
legal. 4 tokens and a card. And I think he knows exactly what I'm about to do.
Yes.
2 to move one RTO, 2 to move the other RTO.
Yep.
Then I will confront up to 9, swing home up to 10, and then
Interesting.
Now, I know
There's a reason I
I know
did
what he
that.
just did there. He could have taken the other RTO and moved her home for an additional point to put him at 11. But if he did that, that would have given me an extra token on my next turn because that would put him at 11. Because the number of tokens you get is is based on the higher score, and 11 is the next mark. So instead of 5, I'm only getting 4 because we are tied at 10 right now. So I'll take that and draw. I'm going to do a little dance in my head right now
seems like that's all you've been doing
because
this game.
I have another winged warrior I can play. I have the power to do that.
I should have frightened that tranny,
And
but I had no fear in my hand.
the next time he gets a chance to frighten, I will make it tougher because I will play Rainbow Dash Best of the Best there. That will allow me to confront both. As we enter the face-off. So actually, I will double confront for 2 points. I have to flip this over. So I'm at 12 now. Going into the face-off, I have 3, 7, 13, 19 on his 5.
Maybe I should have drawn one card.
Maybe. So I've won that face-off. I will take another point to put me at 13.
Because if I would have done that and gotten that, then he wouldn't have been able to double.
The Orchard Blossom trigger happens again. We'll roll another die.
1 to 6.
I have rolled 6 again, which gets rid of one of
And
his white
fever.
entry. So we flip problems.
It could have been a lot. It could have been a lot worse.
Okay.
Oh, this was my flip.
Oh, we may have a problem here.
Yeah.
When
that's
this
gonna be a problem.
card enters play, I may move my main character to this problem, and I will do just that.
And what we're both mentioning here is that's going to be a problem. Is that one is a 2 bonus, so Railer might be able to steal that bonus.
But I need 8 in order to do it.
Yep. That's why I
Night
said
Midnight,
might.
what a fright.
Now I'm getting
So
5.
I moved her because of this, and then I will use the effect to move those up there. I have a home limit to get in, and it's pointless to have the other back in black at this point, so it is his turn.
Yeah. I got you.
So I'll tell you this
All
right
I
now.
need to do it.
Hey, this is out on the floor, bro. I think it's yours.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this right now. I do not have AK in my hand, which that would have been huge.
That would have been game over.
Yeah, that would. If I would have had AK in my hand, swing up, AK. Yeah, that would have been match if I had an AK in my hand. But Well, he's gonna go out and try to score as much as I can.
Okay.
That, and since I know I definitely am not gonna win the next face-off.
Okay. Yeah.
4 blue.
So he's confronting here for a point.
And swing home for 1.
So now it's a 13 to 12 game.
Just for the hell of it, but...
Alright, so I'll take my 5 tokens on exhaust and draw. I know he doesn't have
I see
tokens.
that bag over there.
I know he doesn't have tokens left, so I'm confident I can do this move.
Bags are awesome.
I'll play Spitfire Wing Leader for 3.
In response, I will pay 2 a match.
I'll put all the Pegasi there on my problem. And I'll play an Ever Vigilant event, so that play the event there. The effect is move one of my characters to each problem. So I will move Rutherford here, and I will move Best of the Best there. That ends my turn. I have a point here and a point there, and that's game.
And you had a face-off? Yeah.
You were waiting for that one, weren't you?
I don't know why I didn't play it. I was thinking, if I play that, you're going to play Rutherford or Tyrant or something, because you always have what I never need. If I had these 2 in my hand,
Oh, that's tough.
I just could not get enough momentum to go on.
Yeah.
There you were, you little bitch.
All right. So we'll play.
If I would have drawn that card on my last turn there,
It could have been.
that would have been the game. Because you didn't have any fear in your hand, did you?
I did not.
All right,
So,
so,
yeah,
we got time if you're up for it for a quick one.
But yeah, just demonstration. I needed 8 there. Say I had this in my hand. Move both these up for the 4 tokens.
Let me.
Then pay 1 up for that. Give 1+2. That'd be a confront 11 up to the 15.
So
All right,
we'll
pull out
play.
your,
We'll show you one more match.
Pull out your yellow one, right?
Huh?
Yellow.
What, are you going to use it or am I playing?
You're playing him. I already beat him twice.
Why do I always get coaxed into playing?
Because
You're the only one who
none
doesn't
of you are going to
comment.
get to play in 40 minutes.
If I played my purple, we wouldn't.
You don't play it as good as he does.
No,
I'd probably whoop you.
I'm the only one who gets the camera in 40 minutes, so. So you get to watch a match.
And probably during your match, I'll get my deck flipped to blue-yellow, and it does have rares and super rares and everything in it, so it could be considered a competitive.
Fix me. Alright, so I gotta readjust my deck for Spanner Tourney. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And I have the deck on Ponyhead on my phone, so I'm gonna know exactly what I'm gonna need.
Yes, if you two could play kind of quick, that would be helpful.
We'll be okay.
And no helping.
Nope. I know, not to help.
I'm not going to help unless it's extremely obvious, like it was in that last game.
No, even then he won't follow your advice, so why bother?
I wouldn't follow it. If I don't see it, I won't follow it. Because
Yeah, if you would have played those 2 brotherly loves, you would have robbed him of a back and black ability.
Yes, but
And it wouldn't have saved him for long.
No,
didn't
but-
see it.
But it could have at least stopped you for a second.
Uh,
Just like how TJ did in that last match. I mean, get
For a
rid of my
second,
white
yes.
entry. That slowed me down quite a bit.
I would have gotten it on the next
And,
one.
and then once I got it back up, then you re-frightened it. I'm like, you keeping that white face down, that pretty much killed my momentum right there. And like I said, about any time you ever get one-winged warrior out, it's pretty much game over for me. I had those 2 RTOs in hand. I'm like, this is probably about my only good shot, but you kept getting the doubles going so quick.
So what are we going to be playing here? We are going to have mono yellow against orange. Orange is a type that builds up power. It's a powerful color.
Anyone playing Magic will know that in green. Or maybe a red-green. It has some to start, but then once you can get going later in the game, you can get... Because, I mean, there's like 6, 8, 10 power
That's
green
actually
cards.
that's my preferred combo when I play the Magic app.
I actually do have that as my deck. And it's not just because those are my favorite colors, but
I think
the
this,
aggro and size.
Ready to decide who goes first? I haven't even looked at my hand.
I think I'm going to have to...
You're supposed to figure out who goes first before.
yes, you have the turn order for the start. The way the game starts, you set your main out on your mat. You pick your starting problem. Then you randomly determine who goes first.
Jake, that would have been my opening hand right there.
You should have done it. Oh my goodness.
What?
Ready?
Yeah, you should have.
It's okay.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't matter if you can play anything else. Just get that out there.
Yeah, I didn't know that was going to be the next card, though.
Oh.
And that Troublemaker...
You counter that though. He would have probably flipped his main right away.
True.
Fair. Yeah, that's what I would do if I was playing orange.
That is one thing I know about... it's like Troublemakers against the blue or orange of those mains. It's pretty much a quick flip. So I'll have to revise my Orange Pro because, like I said, as it sits now, that deck would take forever to get started. I was thinking maybe about the Princess Twi Ambassador main, but
Okay.
now I have done my one mulligan, so I have to run with what I got here.
And I'm waiting to decide. I already said I was going to keep, but we still have to figure out who's going first. That's what we're rolling for.
All right, there's the
You
tops.
forgot to roll for first, so
Scissors,
some scissoring action going on.
scissors.
Rock breaks scissors. I go first.
Yep. So
Scissors cuts through rock. I win.
you go first. I get.
I remember
Not
seeing
my
that.
kind of scissors.
I remember seeing that in Tremors. It's like one guy got paper, the other one said rock breaks through paper, I win.
Your turn.
Which actually makes sense.
This I can actually work with. Alright. 2. Get that out of here. Nothing to start, but Actually, I will pay 2 for Private Pansy and call my turn over.
Okay. 2 tokens.
Call me.
3 tokens because of this one. I went second.
There you go. Remember this time.
Card.
There we go.
I put a die on my deck. Made me remember.
When he goes there and move a critter up.
Honestly, I would have saved that. See what you drew.
I'm
next
gonna pay
turn.
3 to play Stars, Squirrel, Apple, Jeopardy, which means I get to look at your hand.
Star Spur.
What do you have? You have 2 of those, and you have those. That should be fine.
Okay.
And hang on, and I'm gonna play Pile of Presents.
Okay. Alright. 2 and card.
It's an interesting strategy he's going for.
Then I will pay 1 for Marble Pie.
Okay.
Best pie sister. The guys here know how much I like her. Thus is why she's my scorecard cover as well.
Your marbles in her mouth.
Alright. And 1 for Fluttershy Conflict Resolver.
The marbles are his testicles.
And then confront up to 1.
Yeah. 2 card.
Yeah, this isn't quite up to the critter start I was hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah, no critters.
I'm just gonna bank my 2 tokens.
Okay.
Your turn.
2 and card. And confront again for another one, up to 2. Now he gets 3 tokens.
3 and a card. I'm playing Granny Smith Family Fun Founder.
Has Diligent 3. I think I can try to get this match done in half an hour. Because by time limit, we would have to be done by 3 anyways.
Yeah, probably would be.
And that's another thing too. In an officially timed match, the time limit is 35 minutes.
No. It's a problem because she gets +1 when they're over there. She will flip anyway if she's over there if he does a double. So you might as well get started.
Stop helping him.
I was gonna move it there. I'm not changing my move. And I'm confronting for a point.
Alright. Now I got my 3 tokens. Card.
That there.
I don't think I got enough to do it. Let's see. He would have a total of 9 and a face-off. And I would be better off not running that, so... Yeah, I can't do that. So I am just going... Actually, I'll go ahead and do this. Dismiss.
Okay. Pile of presents is discarded?
Yes.
And just confront for 1 up to 3.
Okay. 3. Card.
Three for the Granny Smith.
Yep. And a confront here for a point.
Alright.
Up to 2.
Alright. 3 tokens, and I should be able to get something going this time. Yeah, I can do that. 3 for animal allies is 1 for each friend. So it's at 4 now. Then pay 1 for an owl.
Plus that
That'll
to
be 5, and now with owl's effect, giving it +1 will be up to 6. Now I got 2 there, so I'll spend 1 to flip Fluttershy. And then 1 to move Fluttershy up here.
Yeah.
And she has Caretaker, so she gets +1.
Uh-huh.
And I will go into double confront. I'll confront here for 1 up to 4. Confront there for 1 up to 5. And I'll use conflict to resolve her. Pay 1. You don't flip anything.
Oh, no.
But start with face off. Your main will flip.
Yup, you beat me.
So I just flip a 1.
Yup.
Up to 6. Go ahead and get the die set here. I don't think we even needed to count that.
No, you won.
Because you only had 9 and I had...
Yeah,
You had more than
Wait,
9 at the
wait.
problem.
you won.
Thing is, though, she doesn't contribute to face-offs, though. Only
Not her.
marble.
Not her. I meant your allies and Fluttershy. That alone was more than what you had.
And I have a home limit to resolve, so... Sorry, waifu, you gotta go. And I am within the 4 limit, so 4 friends is 4 power for him.
And 4 tokens. Card.
And now the problem he just had come up is the The equal is propaganda, so players can score more than 3 points total in a turn. So even if he were to double, even with his 2-point bonus, he can only score 1 bonus.
Confronting for a point.
Okay. 4 and card. Wow, did they all bundle up? Oh, let's see. 2 for Private Pansy, and when that goes up, I will. So you actually have 5 friends, so I'll bring your critter with her.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 to use Fluttershy's effect to swing her up.
Yep, he beat me in my face.
I gotta show you this.
And that will be here. I will confront.
There's 2 trucks out there.
And I will confront for 1. And due to this effect, I have more characters here, so when I have more characters than any opponent, opponents flip 1 fewer cards.
Yep.
So again, you don't flip, and I will.
Yep. You won.
And bonus of 2, up 7, 8 to 9.
Yep. They're talking about the 2 food trucks outside, if you're wondering.
Well, I don't know. Oh wait, no, I couldn't score
Yeah.
2. I can only score a bonus of 1.
There's a coffee shop outside, and I think there's a food something truck now. There's 2 trucks.
I don't think you have any troublemakers, but I am gonna have to can one of the pansies. Bring me back down to 4. And now it is his turn. 4 tokens.
4 card. Play pile of presents, even though it does nothing. Pay 2 to move up that one.
Moving Granny Smith.
Moving another Granny Smith to confront for a point. Your turn.
4 tokens. I had 1 bank, so I'm sitting at a total of 5. Card. Let's see. Pay 2. Move it. Animal allies up. 1. Move Fluttershy on up. And I'll spend 1 for 1 marble pie. And I'll spend 1 for 1 more.
You're not confronting that.
I am. I can confront, it just doesn't contribute toward face-offs.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
So, double confront up to 11.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7.
I only have 10 because these can't contribute. 13.
6, 7, 8, 9,
On
10,
12.
11, 12. 21.
Wow, that was close.
Close. Up to 12.
1 power. Shoots. Problems reset.
Jacob, can you grab David? Because we're about done with this part of the live stream.
Okay. My turn.
And I have a homeowner to resolve,
Yes.
so again, unfortunately they gotta go.
3,
Back down to 4.
4, and 5 now, right?
Correct.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Card. Let's just do this. Pay 2 to move that up. 2 to move that one up. Both Granny Smiths.
When you confront this problem, you may put a +1 counter on one of your friends. So now one of the Granny Smiths gets a +1 counter.
I'm gonna play Apple Bloom, Weedmare, exhaust this card, and discard a card to pay 1 less for the next card this turn, which I'm gonna use. Exhaust that one, discard a card, pay one less to play that one.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
I am confronting for a point and a counter on that one.
Got my 5 in card. That's a decent one. I will just pay 2 to move there. 1. That.
Wow.
60.
You better have one particular.
Oh, I haven't been counting. Been drawing. Bugger.
How many
That's for each turn.
Yeah. Each turn.
Did you draw a card this turn?
One
Yeah,
card.
only
One card.
one.
So are you using its effect, Daniel?
I can't. He needs.
I
No,
need to
there's
draw.
another effect that it has. And what we're asking, are you using its effect?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't need to.
All right. And some tokens out here. First time I've actually need to use these this game. Since I'm confronting here, I'll put one critter token into play there. But
Mm-hmm.
it's at 12, correct?
Yes.
That would be up to 13.
Okay.
And your turn.
My turn. I know.
You really should have used its effect.
1, 2, 3,
Anything
4,
like
and 5.
Unless Daniel really has some Mondo big time strategy, this match is pretty much almost over.
Yeah, there's no way for him to win.
What's he at? He's at 13.
He had Eagle's propaganda out
Exhaust
earlier.
that one.
Yeah.
Discarding that one to pay one less to play that one. So that's 7, 6, 5, 4. No.
No. It's normally 8, so it's down to 4, so it's down to 3. Costs you 3 to play.
Don't know why he didn't play it over on my problem, but okay.
Well, its ability is it's 1 less per reverse pony and its problem. So then he can pay 2 to move it over there and do a double.
That's what.
Well, thanks for giving it to him.
That's what I was gonna do anyways.
Because
It's not over anyway. Or it's over anyway.
But still.
Double confront.
With the
Chaos. Put a +1 counter on one of your friends. 2 on that one.
And now both of them, Granny Smiths, are going to be diligent.
Diligent 3.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this
Well, you
is
score your
actually.
points first, so it's +2,
It's up to
plus another
5.
2. So that moves you to 9.
2, 2, 9. And I confronted, so this one gets another one.
Yep.
So it's a 3. These are at home. This one's at
Flip your
home.
problem here real quick.
Thank you. I gotta resolve my home limit of 4.
Blending in.
Don't need that one anymore.
I'm thinking about why didn't I think about putting that one in?
Well, we were all playing mono, so it doesn't really matter.
One,
yeah,
two,
that-
three,
that's
four.
why I was saying it's like it's the perfect mono problem.
There's 4. Your turn, sir.
Not unless you fail to mention mention the color. And 5 card.
Can you wrap it up this turn?
He might not.
Yeah, it's pretty hard for him not to. He would
Okay.
have to try to
Can you
not
get
to.
David, because we're going to have to wrap this up as soon as he
I
ends
let
this
him
game. Oh. Because Matt's ready to go.
Yep.
I got 2. Swing that on over there. 1,
Yeah,
Fluttershy there.
that's 14.
There. And
There. Now you're
15.
All right.
And I just drew that.
I got close.
Really?
I finally got
All
my
right.
Granny Smith running right at the
Jacob,
end,
can you get him now?
which was a bummer.
We got to end this
We
stream.
were holding her back.
Okay, so that was a few games of My Little Pony CCG. We hope that you enjoyed it. It was a little confusing, but yeah, just come down to Titan. We'll help you get into the game. We'll get your setup. We'll help you get some cards. It's a really fun game, and we have a set coming out May 1st, so perfect time to get into the game. So thanks for watching.
And follow our page on at Central Illinois MLP CCG.
We're done with the stream, but I gotta get set up our Skype match.
There's my problem.
Sure.
Now I need my problem. Got my problem. Not the problem. Scorecard.
Blue on yellow?
No. No, actually, I would take this time to actually convert a deck to blue-yellow.
I can play.
it's set
I can
up
play you with
for
my
that
camera.
camera.
If you like.
Oh, okay.
No, I want to play with my purple deck.
Let end the
All
stream
right,
here.
I'll play purple.
Okay, let's go to outputs.
Yep.
And then click on